Hey guys, welcome back once again to Breath of Fire. When we last left off, we were going through this dungeon, and don't go down that pathway. Remember, in here, take the long way around. Because if you take that path right there, you get thrown back down to the room where we got the wolf helmet. Which, remember, you should not equip. Do not equip the wolf helmet. Wolf helmet bad. There's a couple of items that do that. And I will point them out to you as I get them. You take the herb. Let's see. Got 2 marble 2s left, so I want to save my last marble 2. My last couple, because I got to get out of here, unfortunately. You got to walk out. Now, here, I actually recommend you take your Rang off and put your longsword on. Let's see, and we're going to heal up. We're going to rescue the chief from these evil dark dragons. Doesn't matter who you attack, really. They all have about the same amount of HP. Do all about the same amount of damage. Just concentrate on them one by one. One attack and 2 shots from the E key should kill them, so have Ryu move on to the next one. Easy as pie. Let's take their weapons. Do you want me to lead you to them? Now, if you say no here a couple of times, you actually can skip the one of the boss fights. Like, you go in here, and he locks you in with Pog. Now, if you tell him no, you can skip the fight with Pog, but the boss battle afterwards, because there's actually 2 boss battles in here, is a lot harder. So I usually recommend you fight Pog due to the fact that he's... Let's do a luck up. Cheer up! Pog is not hard. Actually, what I'm going to do is use the E key, do an attack up. Now, from what I can tell, by the way, in terms of row, like the rows in here, like, they don't really have an effect on your damage. I mean, they do, but it's minor, whereas really it has a big effect on determining how much you're attacked. Like, you may notice that they're attacking Ryu more than they are Nina. That's because Nina is in the back row. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and attack and then have her use the E key, and we should be good for pretty much the rest of the battle unless Ryu needs some healing. And with that extra luck up, hopefully I'll be able to get lucky and get a slam attack. Yes. Pog is not hard. Although he might be a dragon. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell. Maybe some kind of just Hydra. Are Hydras considered some kind of dragon, though? I don't know. That's a good question. You're not getting away with this, warrior. And then he, and by he I mean Bo, opens the door, and then the 3 of us engage the general. It's a similar fight to the fight with the knight back in Nanai, although he's not really hard. First thing we want to do though is, yeah. The worst part about this is the fact that they reset your buffs from the previous freaking. Bo is a very, very, very powerful person to have in your party at this stage in the game. Later on, he slacks off a little bit, but he does know some spells, thankfully, that really, really make him useful for a couple of bosses anyway. Like that. Oh, that's so nice. Gonna E-key, and we'll cure Nina. We'll just have him regular attack. Unfortunately, Bo has a very limited number of AP that never really gets bigger. His amount of AP never really grows. So that's definitely a downside to his abilities, but for this point in the game, very useful, especially when coupled with the use of acorns. Remember what I said, this boss battle right here that I'm fighting now is a lot harder if you don't fight Pog. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go all out. Just use the Bo's Fry spell and it should very quickly end this fight. Yay! I don't think Bo learns any more spells. And that dude runs away. And just like that, we have Bo in our party, who in the Japanese version, his name is Gilliam. Just like in the Japanese version of Breath of Fire 2, Bo's name is Bosch, not Bo. I think they really named Bosch Bo because of the fact that they named Gilliam Bo in this game. But, you know, this game has the whole 4-character limit thing going on. Just fall down here. I'll probably use my last 2 marble 3s after this, and then pick some more marble 3s up when we go to the next area. A little quick bit of backtracking. Let's see. I might can get away with just 1 marble 3. Hopefully that'll be the case. Just walk down this way. Oh yeah, that's right. That one's not a... But mostly, if you look for the bats... What? Oh yeah, it's right there. Duh. Duh. The bats are a guideline, folks. Really, the key to that is just taking the long way around. Get the treasure chest, I forgot. Teardrop. Let's see, go ahead and use that last one. Now, actually, to trigger this next thing, I think you have to talk to both the chiefs in Tantar and Tuntar. So, even if you know where to go next, like by having played the game like I have, you still have to go back to Tantar and Tuntar to talk to the chiefs. So, that's where I'm heading right now. So, place number 1. I love this guy right here. He only appears in the day, I'm a master fisherman. I can fish anywhere, even when there is no water. You have to be a really damn good fisherman to fish when there is no water. Although I have seen it. There are some fish that live in mud, so you can catch them, you know, when they're... Thank you for moving out the way. The dark dragons will give back the water to us for our treasure. We don't want to give in, but the neighboring village is suffering too. Well, okay then. Well, it looks like we gotta go talk to the other chief, actually. So I'll go talk to him. Auto battle this guy to death. Well, he's already dead. We'll auto battle him back to re-death. I like the raspberry noise that Bo makes. It's quite funny. You can buy Bo some more equipment in Tantar, although I would really, he doesn't need it. This is Tuntar. Yeah, see, we've already talked to all these people. Just they were in their houses when we talked to them. So let's go talk to the chief. The stone robot can move the rock. Look for the robot secret in Agua. Oh, well, they mentioned in Romero that Agua was to the north, so let's head back over there. This game is actually not very long. Let's see. Although I do, while I said he doesn't need equipment, like what I mean specifically by that is he doesn't need a weapon. Don't buy him a new weapon. It's not really needed. You'll get a much better weapon than you can buy for free here in a little bit. What you want to do though is probably buy him some. Let's see. Can he use a ben? Does he have any? Yeah, he does. 53, 54. So we'll go with the visor. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll go with the visor. Yes, thank you. And actually, I think he can use the chainmail, but we're gonna go with some suede armor here. And he can use shields, but sadly, for the most part, you're not going to be able to equip one on him because of his weapons being two-handed. He does have a couple of bows that are one-handed, although he's got they're very late game options, and for the most part, they are a lot weaker than any other current bows. So, you know, be aware of that. And not to mention, unless you do a specific thing, there's a side quest you can do that most people I know that have played this game, they typically just leave it alone due to the fact that it's annoying and it takes a lot of time. I'll point this out later, and I'll even give you a couple of tips to really take advantage of this specific side quest to... Yeah, by the way, to change party members, you have to go into the menu. You can't do it on the screen. And just before we run out of time, Bo can walk through forests. See? He can walk through things. Just like that. And I'm running out of time here. I want to show him shoot his bow and arrow. This video may end abruptly. See? Shoot his arrow. Anyway, next time on Breath of Fire, we're going to go back to Romero. So I'll see you then.